So I'm backlit, but I didn't have a reservation, and I have 1 hour to enjoy a little bit of wine here. So let's get to it, and I'm going to put in my order shortly and maybe get a snack. Got to check out that first thing on the menu is Victory to Ukraine, and they emphasize that Georgia is the homeland of wine with 8,000 years of continuous winemaking history. They have a whole series of boards here, and they say recommended for 2 people. I don't know if I might be able to get something that just kind of works for me, but we'll see. I have a recommendation here on having a USA Silori, so I'm going to give that a go. But I'm going to ask them what they have available as per wine. I am going to use the card technology to select my wine, and they have like a Vinotech machine here. I get a card loaded up, and these are the choices here. And they're all Georgian wines, right?
Okay, it's our cards.
Okay.
Just put here.
Okay.
And for example, which one do you prefer to taste?
Okay, so I'm going to check out this one here.
Yes.
Okay.
Just take here.
And the smaller.
Like 50, 100.
Let me go with the 50.
50. This one.
Yep.
Okay. This is small.
Okay.
And you want one more? Yes. One
yes,
more.
another glass, please. So that's one. And in terms of the white ones, in terms of the ham, which one would be a good pairing?
It's a white one.
Yes.
It's this one. I think that's
okay, let's give that one a go.
like something different grapes or mix of 4 different grapes. It's only better.
Okay. So let's try a small one of that.
Yes.
Okay, I can't pronounce that, but I will get used to saying that at some point. All right, great. Oh, it smells great. So this one, it is from Veha Lacania Batoni from Kisi. This one is Pavilion Wines. Then this one, it is Kirinkula, and that's a Mujeretuli. And the last one, it is a Reserve 2009 Saparabi. And what I did, while they don't offer official tastings, I managed to construct my own. Again, where there's a will, there's a way, and I'm happy to pay as long as I'm able to get things the way I want to. Let's see how much damage I can do within 1 hour. I'm going to try the cheaper one of the 2. So the first wine I'm tasting is the Dolo, or Dojo. This is the single grape. Has that sherry note. Actually quite fresh, surprisingly. A little sweet and sour thing going on too. Not a lot of fruit coming through. More herbaceous, more minerally. Anyhow, let's give it a taste. Let's see if we can pick up anything on the palate here. That's a food wine. It has a lot of skin contact. There's actually a lot of tannin in there. A lot of heat from the alcohol. The sherry note comes through because of the aging that given the vinification technique that they have used. Tastes very traditional. Yeah, no, it's really interesting. I want to have some of that with food. So let's hold that back for when we get some food. All right, let's try that blend with the 4 grapes. And this is from Kaketi. And this is an exceptional blend of grape varieties. This is the most expensive of the white wines. And they're not really that white, are they? And they're not really rosé. They do seem to be in that kind of orange wine style. That has become very fashionable. Not a strong nose. Struggling to get stuff on this nose. I think a lot of it is going to be in the taste. Again, surprisingly, a lot of tannin. Very chewy. These are orange wines. You said they're white, but they're much more in that style. This one does have, like bitter marmalade, bitter orange marmalade. Is that? Got a hefty chew on it. Not gonna lie about that. Super interesting. Very curious about what this is going to be like with food. Next one I had was this one, which is Gavinkua. I'm going to taste the cheaper of the red. One, which is about 5 black glass. Super dry. Lots of cherry. Got a earthy note to it. Again, traditional method of doing this. Lot of skin contact and done in clay amphoras. Traditional style. A little licorice in there. A little dried plum. Let's have a taste. Interesting, super dry. A lot of tannin. High acid. My acid receptors are going like crazy. And the sweetness, picking up that at the front of the tongue. Very front palate driven. Mid palate is there, ready for something fatty and chewy. This is a food wine as well. Let's give the Reserve a try. The last one, I went for the Reserve Saperavi, which is actually quite expensive at $15 a glass. Cheers. And this is a 15-year-old Saperavi. Oh. All right. With this one being nearly 6 times the price of the other red, you can smell the quality immediately. A little bit of the vanilla notes. Again, a lot of violets. Very floral. Leather. Dried meat. This is a complex wine, just right off the nose. A lot of still some primary characteristics for a 15-year-old wine. Some fresh fig is there that comes through beautifully on the nose. But also some of the dried plum and also mulberry. Crushed rock. You know that when you get a bit of granite and it breaks up, that kind of smell. But the leather and the dried meat are still present. Let's have a taste. Fucking delicious, just spot on. Beautiful acid balance. A lot of tannin. For 15-year-old wine, this has got a lot of legs to just keep going. There's oak on it. Not a deft touch of oak, but the skin contact with that sort of tannin does tend to overtake the tannin that the oak would have brought to it, but very harmonious. I'm still salivating, and the chew of the tannins is there, but they're very, very fine and surprisingly delicate for such a chewy, robust wine. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy that one. Let's wait for the food, and I'm going to see about getting the other set of wine. My platter arrived, and pretty much as soon as I'm going to start plowing into it, I'm going to straight take it home to my hotel. It's we got some speck. We got some salami, more salami. I think we got some prosciutto. Blue cheese. Yeah, I'm going to be snacking on this for the next couple days. But let's see how it all goes with the wine. I'm just going to sample and then I'll report back. Let me go to the first set of whites. One of the orange wines. The saltiness and the fat and the richness of the food is cut beautifully by these wines. I was pleasantly surprised. Whereas they had very little character on their own, combined with the food, there's a gossamer silkiness to them, where they really wrap around each of the various cheeses and hams, and they do a bit of a little tango, sometimes sticking their leg right in between the other leg and showing a little bit of sexiness. Yeah, no. This is a surprise of Georgian wines. They are food friendly, and they play a dance where they don't reveal much at first, but there's this sexiness to them. And the tannin in these wines, because of the amount of skin contact, goes beautifully with all of the items here, even the olives. I will say though, I did sample it with the blue cheese, and there's a bit of a sweet sauce here. The wine gets a little lost in that. So the more rustic, the more fatty, the more savory these wines shine. Let's go on to the reds. I put the cheap of the red wines through their paces across the entire platter. This wine is not great with ham and cheese. But when I did add a little bit of the sweet sauce to the blue cheese, but also add a little bit of the sweet sauce on top of the ham, and I did with a bit of speck, it came into its own, but not fully. This is a wine that is meant to go with a rich beef or pork dish, something with a stew, or it needs heft. It needs something kind of fall, rustic, on a big bowl of something with some polenta. That's not wine. I'm glad I tried it though. Now I know what to pair it with. Let's put the saperavi through its paces. So I'm going to put a halt to that one. This is a Chateaubriand or a steak au poivre. Just a good old grilled ribeye. This is a wine. This is the Reserve Saperavi. As much as I wanted to like it with the ham and the cheese, that's not its pairing. Its pairing is beef. So I'm going to just enjoy this on its own. And I'm just going to wrap up things here with a lovely last taste of this delicious wine and reflect upon a very interesting day. You know, got to see some interesting parts of the city, got to ride the metro, got to see some cool architecture. May not necessarily have been able to go in, but to give you a little taste of a mix of old and new Tbilisi. And end off the day with a nice platter of delicious cheese and ham and some good wine. What travel should it be about? Okay, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks again for watching. I hope that you got a little taste of Tbilisi. There's more of Tbilisi to come. I have another day here, and I will do a little bit of video on that too. So in the meantime, I'm here enjoying some food, and I'm tasting the world, and you can too. Cheers. Folks, a little epilogue here. I had all that leftover food, so I figured I might as well snack on it. And but it was going so well with the wine, so I got a bottle of Kisi Kevevi. Can't pronounce any of these, and I'm just enjoying that here in my room at my hotel, and just winding out the evening here. Let me let you know how it's tastes. Oh, it smells wonderful. Lovely, tangy, nice way to end a fabulous day. Go out there, experience the world, guys.